So our first guest is newly elected state representative from Pennsylvania, Jessica Benham. Jessica, hello
Hi,
there.
Amber.
Welcome back.
Thanks for having me back.
Oh, well, we're so happy. So you ran unopposed, is that correct?
No, I had a Republican opponent.
So how close was it?
I came away with about 62% of the vote.
That's enough. That's enough.
I'm quite happy with that margin.
Yeah, and you're in Pittsburgh, and Pittsburgh was quite in the middle of things this week for a while. Was your district involved?
Not so much. My margin was big enough that we knew fairly early on that I was going to win. It certainly, at a certain point, there's not enough ballots out, to make up the difference. But we're still waiting on results for some of my colleagues, potential colleagues, and we're waiting on the last batch of provisional ballots to be counted. We had several different categories of ballots. We had the mail-in ballots, we had the in-person voting that happened on Election Day, and then we had provisional ballots that were cast as well if there had been, some kind of mistake or people were trying to figure out if they were legally eligible to vote or not. Particularly, there was some confusion around the mail-in ballots. So counting has been something else.
So, all right. So the Pennsylvania House now has a Republican majority. Is there any chance of that changing?
Unfortunately not. So, we're incredibly excited that Joe Biden won the state. A lot of people organized really hard to make that happen. But unfortunately, down ballot Democrats were not quite so lucky. We lost at least one statewide office to the Republicans, our Auditor General, and our state treasurer is in a tough fight. I don't know if he can make up how far he's down, but our Attorney General was reelected. But then in the State House and the State Senate, we have lost seats or remained about the same.
All right. So you are a member of the LGBTQ community. So what's the number of those you in the State House there?
There are 3 of us who are out. So it's myself, Brian Sims, and Malcolm Kenyatta.
Yeah. Okay. Brian Sims. I told you, give him my love. All right.
You told me that. And then when I was back in the green room, I texted him. So you'll have to have me back so I can tell you what he said.
Oh, I can't wait. I can't wait. So what, are there any committees you'd like to be a part of when you go there?
So I'm really interested in healthcare and in human services. So those are kind of my issue areas that I'm really passionate about. I'm also passionate about education. So we have a health committee, we have an education committee, we have a human services committee, and those I think would be my top 3. But we'll see what all else piques my interest.
Now, is this a full-time gig or it's a year-round?
It is a year-round, full-time gig. So even when we're not in session, we're back in our districts providing constituent services.
Well, how cool. Well, thank you so much and congratulations. And you go, girl. All right.
Thank
and we're going to be watching you. Okay.
Thanks.
All right.
Thanks
thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, it's so exciting. She decided to run and she got elected. Now she's going to do stuff. That is so cool.